Well, hello and welcome back. Hey, my name's cScot, and we're back today on Technician Survival 2. So, when we left off last time, we were living our hidey hole, and I've gone ahead and moved back to our house that I've built here. And again, we'll kind of go through all of it, but I wanted to show you kind of where we've set up. Now, I don't have my coordinates on here because it's a secret place, you know, real secret, right? Yeah, not really. But we got a nice mesa here, and we've got a beautiful shoreline. So, our house is right here, and so this has all been built with nothing, as I told you guys, but an axe, a hatchet, and a shovel. I said axe, but a pickaxe, a knife, and some saws, some stuff that we've already got, right? So that's how this was all done with wattle and other things. But it was pretty simple. Just took a while. So this is my favorite food still, wild berries, and they're doing pretty well. As you can see, we've got really lucky on our way back. I've gotten a full set of gold armor, which, by the way, running with shaders on at night, beautiful, because it lights the way for us. And I got these two cool swords, this katana from Cyberware, and a nice iron sword. So I think we're doing pretty good. We've got some good stuff going. But we'll take a quick look around the house here and kind of where we're at. Again, if you got a drink, just shift right click into the water and it's all good. So really, I think what we're going to do is just going to play around for 30, 40, 50 minutes, however long, and I'll edit out all the boring parts, and we're just going to play. If we get some good stuff done, we do, and we don't. So, well, everything's not liking me today. The computer said poo you on that. So let's take a look. This is the back door, I would say. So got a little area here. We do have some water barrels set up if you need to collect water. These barrels from PrimalCore work pretty well. We come in the back door, and we got to put some doors on, but I've left it all open so that we can do all sorts of designing and stuff. I don't know what this room's going to be, but it's kind of nice, right? Yeah. And then we've got downstairs here, which, by the way, is going to, this will be a kitchen and living room, so we'll build that up. Downstairs here, I've got a couple storage crates, PrimalCore storage crates here, and these are all the things that I've found while I was building the house. All the mobs that I killed and everything all came from all of this. That was about 2 days, a weekend worth of work, but all that stuff came from there, and I threw a lot of it away. I figured we'll get ourselves a little bit of stuff to start with. So we've got trees and whatnot as we've gone through our expeditions, and then finally, you see I got a lot of boats because we're a long ways from spawn. So it's been a rough go for us. So we put that down and that down, and let's put this one right here. There we go. All right, so we're already ahead of the game here. We'll need to put some wattle on that at some point in time. This one should be good, yeah. So, but yeah. So let's talk about quickly how we built this house here, and then a couple other things I want to go through as you start your first portions of the game. Things that just really kicked my butt, and I figured I would share them with you here. So we've got our crafting grid. Let's grab out some wood, and since we got the kitchen here, this will be the kitchen ultimately. We got cooking for blockheads in here, so we'll use that. We'll create some real nice beautiful kitchen in here. But the first couple things I wanted to go through here with you is that we're going to cut all this wood down here. Actually just one here. Into slabs, and that goes into thin slabs, and then we got in here into these oak slats, right? And oak slats you can take, and just 4 of them together create oak wattle for you, or wattle of any sort of stuff that you can do. Now those are pretty cool. In conjunction with, let me see if I can make one more set here, because we'll do this out. And what I'm wanting to show you guys here is that early game protection is kind of a pain in the butt, as we've already seen, right? The mobs are no joke, and they like to get after us. So what I've done here is, as I was building this, and you guys won't believe me here because I didn't want to spend all the time. I've did a little hidey hole right underneath here, and then under hidey hole here was, you know, where I lived. But what I ended up doing was running wattle. Something like here, and there, okay? And then we can place this piece of wood here on top here, right here, boom. And then off the top of it here, I ran this guy's like this, okay? And so what that does is that creates yourself a quick barrier here with PrimalCore, and you can get underneath it, you can hit things and stuff, but you don't actually I don't know what he's saying. I'm always catching heck on things on here, but it allows you to be able to get underneath here. Spiders can't get over it. So I thought it was a pretty nice, easy way to build up and create ourselves a little nice, quick way to for security as we're building. And we're probably gonna have to do this again as we continue to work out, because there's somebody's killing us here on the server. But either way, it's one of those things where we're gonna make sure that we do that every night. So, or wherever we're building, we got to make sure we take care of that sort of stuff. So next thing, we can go through right here. Let me pull off this right here, and one more, there we go. Okay, so this whole building is created with wattle and daub. And so if you never used wattle and daub, let's go daub here, daub, there we go, perfect. Okay, so we've got daub, all right, and there's multiple colors of it. I think with white. Yeah, we went with straight white. But these wattles that we made, that we put out, you can put a covering on it, this daub stuff. And this daub is pretty actually easy to make here. Let me bring up the recipe here for you, which is really easy. It's just mud clumps, daub clumps, which is actually mud. And then I ended up using not wheat, not Cinder's fiber, but tender bundles. And I'll show you how we got those. And then a piece of clay. Which was all real easy to go and get a whole bunch of it. And then what you do is, once you create it, the other thing you need to do is that you can make the colors. So we defined some limestone slack. I've got a piece right over there, a huge area of limestone slack over in our mesa. But you just add it to it here, and then it just kind of gives you 4 different options for thicknesses. And so you see that this one's here's a 3 option, and that's 4 thick. And I don't know if I have any. Yeah, here we go. There's like a 1 or 2 option thickness in there, so it's pretty cool. But I did tell you we're going to talk about the tender bundles here. So out here, we'll find some grass. Here. Yeah. There we go. Oh, we got tomato seeds. Cool. All this grass is going to regrow for us because we haven't planted. You see this little green spot right there? That means it's all going to regrow for us, which is kind of cool. By the way, these crickets suck horribly bad. But if you take 4 of these around, they give you a tender bundle. So as you're working it, you just beat up the grass. It's going to rain because the server always rains for some stinking reason, and then it regrows for you. And so that's pretty cool. And it was a really easy thing to get done. So we throw them crickets away. They're a pain in the butt. But next, let's see. What did we use for the roof? The roof is actually nothing more than, if we stare at it here, 3. There we go. Yew wood. No, olive wood out of Rustic. So I thought that looked pretty good. So yeah, very cool. I'm happy the way it turned out. I think it's a great early game building for us. We got a lot of room in there to mess around with. The last place we haven't looked up there is upstairs, so we'll do that real quick here. And then we'll talk about a couple other things here, which is kind of like getting some early game stuff started, which I think we need to get some of the basic mechanics of PrimalCore going. So I got a little bed, little room here, and we got another little room here. So I think this will work. I'm excited. I really am. I was just talking to some people. I was like, man, I just want to play for a while. But I want to bring you guys along, so I wait a bit so we can record. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. By the way, stay away from torches. Torches do burn us in this game. Okay, PrimalCore does do that. So just be forewarned, and then you'll thank me later. Hopefully, not really, probably, but okay. So we're looking at things, and now you may be able to craft a furnace in this game, but it's not going to work. So your first thing that you're going to really want to start getting going is a couple of the PrimalCore mechanics, or machines, I guess you could call. And we did a kind of a series on these guys. But I think that there's been a couple that have been added since we first got it started with it. And I think the first one I want to get done here is, let's see if we can find them all first. Here we go. This is I'm never going to be able to pronounce this. I'm going to call it the Primal Smelter. You see that there in the the Word Dictionary names? That's what I'm going to call it, okay? But that's one thing we're going to want to get going. But that's going to take some, probably going to work with, no, I don't want terracotta. Maybe we can find mud. Mud, perfect. So we could use mud bricks from the between lands, which, yeah, that's going to suck. Or we could do it with the hibachi. There's a couple other options. I think I ended up using terracotta here, actually, because I was able to find some. So terracotta is just bricks, right? So, but to get these, you have to dry them. And to get the wet terracotta, you need clumps of terracotta in the brick mold, which is a new thing. But look how easy this is to build. So it's just a stripped piece of wood, a stripped log, which we can do actually inside here pretty simply here. So we'll go like this. Oh, that's kind of cool looking, by the way. And we'll take our tool blade and we'll shift right click on it, and voila. And then we'll pick it up here. Great. Thank you. And now we can craft this right in our inventory like that. So now we have a oak brick mold, and we'll place that down right here too. So all this will get moved outside. We'll build ourselves a little like primal shack outside. We'll just do it inside for now because we're kind of working quickly through it. But we need to go find some terracotta here, and let's see if we can find some close. I think let's check the rivers. The rivers always seem to be a good source for that. So we'll go over there, find some of that, and then we'll kind of get moving with this. So just a second, let me find someone. When I run up on it, I'll bring you guys back, and we can take a look at that. So I'll catch you guys when I find this junk. All right, look at that. I found it. It's right there. This is also mud too, so we can. This is kind of what I broke to build all of that. All our building and get the daub. So we'll snag a little bit of this up here, and this is just to be able to be broken by hand here, so it takes a little bit of time, but that's okay. We're not gonna need a whole lot. We'll grab a little bit of it here, kind of save ourselves some more here in case we need to come back. But this was pretty close. I mean, you see where our home is over there. It's not very far away, so we got pretty lucky on this shot. So here's the next thing we got to talk about. See this right here? This is actually, you break this, and this is a bog iron. Come on. I just broke you, stinker. There we go. Thank you. So look at that. So we got bog iron clumps here. And with that, we can throw that into the smelter that we're going to make, right? With some fair grade charcoal and some sand, and we can actually start to get some other things out of it. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. So we'll try that out too. So let's go and how much just junk do we got? 21 after I break this. I thought I just did. Okay, give me a couple minutes here. We'll be right back as we get back to our house. All right, we are home, and my water is just really sucking. So we're gonna have to figure something out. There'll be something. Hopefully, we can figure the water out. But for now, I'll live with it. It's no big deal. So, cool thing here with this guy now is that we can take our terracotta clay clumps that we got, throw them into here, and pull them right out. Look how quickly that goes. So all of them are done. That's pretty nice that goes that way. But the next thing we really need to do is set up a drying stand, because let's look at what we can actually do with these here. We could smelt them, but this doesn't work, by the way. Hibachi we can't really make yet. I mean, either way, we're gonna have to dry something. So, yeah, I mean, so you're gonna have to dry mud bricks again are dried. So we're just going with terracotta. We could have used either one, but we got just about everything we need here to make this real quickly here. So we're gonna make an oak drying rack. An oak drying rack is gonna be a couple pins, some twine, and the slats. So let's go and cut this down. There we go, thank you. And then I think we go like this. So we get plant twine, and then the last thing we're gonna do is take a stick here with our work blade right above it, and it gives us 2 wood pins, so we can split those there and there. And oak slats across the top, and here, along with our plant twine. There we go. So we have 1 set oak drying rack. Wow, those textures look really good tonight, by the way. So, but then it's time that we get these on here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, And then we're going to take our dirt stick, and this is going to show us how long it takes. So right here in the bottom in our lower left hand corner, you can see drying rack counter 20, 16, 20, and 18. So those correspond to each one of these bricks. Now those are going to go down by tick, by a random number generated tick as it comes across this. So it's going to take a bit of time, but it's not too bad. While we're doing this here, let's get one more set up here, because I think 2 would be nice. I would like to at least have 2. I think that's always a good thing. Work blade, there he is. Great. Boom, boom, and we'll finalize those slats there, here and here. Cool. So you may be asking, how do you get ores and everything else in here? Well, that is going to be a expedition in itself. 1, we got to go underground. 2, we need some armor, some better armor than what we got. But the other thing is that the specific ores, specifically iron and other ones, are actually hidden. Not really hidden, but they're in huge veins. So there's a mod in here called, I'll have to look it up, and we'll talk about it when we go exploring. Hey buddy, what do you got? So these guys can trade with us, but there are certain locations that your major ore veins are at. If I want to say iron, or I want to say gold, lapis, redstone, diamonds, and emeralds are all vanilla generated, so they're all typical. But you're gonna have the other ones, which are going to be iron, some of the other ores that come out of some of the nuclear craft and other things in here. They're all going to be in their own veins. So we're going to have to find those at some point in time. Let's see if I can start dropping. My dang inventory is going to get jacked up tonight, by the way. It's all over this stinking place. Hey, we got another bone. I've been saving the bones here. I don't know what we're going to use them for, but I'm saving. Oh my goodness, look at that. We got an ender pearl. So we're really just getting stuff by just beating guys up out there. The night's pretty easy. I say that, but it does have its challenges here. I won't square off against some certain people specifically. I won't go against zombie villagers, because they've been pretty rough on me. But we'll go against some other ones. So let's check these guys here and see how they're working. 16, there we go. See, it's just going to take some time. Now, if we got smart, we could put some torches underneath them. And I'm not going to do that. Well, maybe we could. Yeah, let's try that. Understanding is if I put a torch underneath it, it should do okay with, let's see if I can hit that. There we go. And we'll just drop down here anyways. Come on. Ah, you little stinker. How about you? Well, here, let's do this then. Okay, thank you. All right, here we go. We'll go off this. All right. I need to get those 2 pieces back anyways. But then we'll go here and here. There we go, just like that. No big deal. What we'll do? Oh, let's put the dirt back. I am trying to keep it nice here. It is nice. I am happy the way things have turned out. But yeah, it's okay. So that should speed that up just a bit. It's not going to be super over the top, but it will go a little bit quicker. Okay, so what we're going to do is let's see if there's anything else we can really get going here. We need chum for this. Let's see what we can make chum out of here. Chum. I want to turn this thing to the middle here, by the way. So we're going to say center this. There we go, chum. Chum should be pretty easy. Fish. Meats. Okay. Yeah. So we have a little bit. Oh, we have all sorts of that. We can get some chum. So let's get a fish nets going here. Fish trap. Oh, there we are. Fish traps here. Let's see if we can make it at least here. Oh yeah, that'll be easy. Okay, well, that'll get us some more food. So I think that's cool too. All right, we're gonna go break this down with a saw. Boom, all the way down. Here we go. And there we go. Perfect. So. And then we just need to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those guys here, and here. And then we should be able to surround it like this. Oh, did I do that wrong? Nope, wrong way. There we go. Switch it up here. Like this. Oh, like that. And one more time. There we go. Perfect. Okay, then let's take this here, and we're not going to do it all, but let's get some chum here and see if we can go get this. Let's get some fish. That'd be cool. I've not really used this a lot, but we'll see if we can get this to work. Now, there's me some things we're a little bit nervous about going out into the water here. So if we place it here, see, it's not going to allow us to place it. So I'm just nervous here. Let's see if we can get some blocks here. We'll I think I can cheat this in here. But I do get a little bit nervous getting in the water. If you guys follow me for any period of time, you know how nervous I get about the water. Sharks with PrimalCore, it's always a bad thing, and it always kicks my butt. So I just get nervous with it a lot. Let's go out. Oh, I lost my torches. That's okay. I'll show you how we can relight them. Okay, perfect. No sharks. No sharks. Good. Okay. Ooh, it's kind of cool. The caustic. There we go. And then let's grab the rest of this sand out of here. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize it did that. So let's go here with it. No bait. We need to add bait. There we go. So we can add some chum. Cool. 20 bait. Is that what I had? Yeah. All right. Cool. Ooh, it's making me sick looking sitting there in the water. But there we go. So we got a fish trap. That's really cool looking down there, by the way. I got it. Look at that. You got a little of that seaweed on it. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, but we got to get our torches relit again. Now, that's not too bad. We just come here with it, and we just restart them off of another set of torches. So once you get your fire bow and you get another torch set, it's really not too bad. By the way, I don't know if I talked about these. These are rustic lanterns here. So if we do add Rustic's in here, and by the way, what an awesomely cool mod too. So PrimalCore Rustic, you couldn't ask for a better set of mods to be able to play with. Where are those darn things at? Right here. They were pretty simple. It was just a chunk and some charcoal or coal of iron, and I just found iron everywhere with all these dudes, and that gave us, look at that, 4 of those. So that was pretty cheap, I thought. Let's check this one more time. 10, and they're slowly going. So give me a bit. Let me let those guys kind of work their way through, and then we'll finish up. We'll make a couple more things here before we get out of here for the day. So I will catch you guys here once I collect some more resources. All right. Hey, I've got some things we got to talk about and we got to do here real quick. As the sun gets ready to go down, I think it's worth talking about and going through while we still wait on that stuff, because that's just taking forever, but that's okay. So what we got to do here is let's grab a couple pieces of dirt here. Let's come over here and grab some saplings here. And I think I want to use, let's just use oak. Let's use spruce. If I could make up my stinking mind. 1, 2, there we go. Okay, and then let's grab a little bit more dirt here. I'll just change that out. Okay, and I think I've got about everything else. A couple torches. We've already made torches. If I've got any more charcoal over here, yeah, there we go. I already, yeah. So, and again, I've added some mods. I think I've told you all I added a couple additional mods to this kind of quality of life thing. So I will leave those again in the description for you. But here's some more torches, and we can just light those off there. And we've got everything that we need. So here we go. So let's go back outside, and we're going to talk about planting trees, okay? And you may be like, yo dude, what are you talking about, like planting trees? It's dynamic trees that's in here. And I'll tell you all what's ended up happening here for me is that as I was planting trees and working, all of a sudden I'd get this huge tree, like huge, and you'd be like, dude, I don't need a huge tree, because it just gets too much. Let's go and do this here. Oh, where am I at here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna go up one more. So here we go. There we go. Just like this too. And I'm going to come over the top of this. Now what I'm doing is I'm setting a top on these guys. And now this is going to look ugly and hideous. But as we get wood, I don't see it being like whatever, you know. We got to make something quick. So we'll just drop here. There we go. Oh, you guys want to play that game with us, huh? Look at all this blood here. So, that's cool. But yeah, I've just kind of set these up like this because now we can go ahead and plant a tree here and a tree here. And you see how I have the torches. The torches will go out when it rains. And again, we talked about that it rains all the time on here, right? So you just set a little slat up like that underneath it or over the top of it, and you don't have any problems. So we missed that one horribly bad, by the way. So this we're gonna have to go up and do that one again. There we go. That should be just right there. There. So that's just kind of a little thing that I ran into. Just some frustration, really bad frustration actually. So I figured I'd share that along with you guys to see. Okay, those two should be good, and that should be good. So what those will end up doing, they'll just end up growing, and it'll keep them from growing real big. Now, especially early game, only we have this little flint hatchet and everything. It just doesn't. It's not super good. So. That's one thing I thought may be worthwhile to let you all in on that little secret, because it is a little bit painful to deal with them dynamic trees the way that they go. So how are we looking here real quick? Let's say if you hurry up here real quick. We got one just about done. You'll be able to see it, and this one's almost done too. So that's a full block there, because again, if we're talking about the this guy right here. It's going to be, we're going to have to use the PrimalCore bricks because this way is just not going to work. But, so we check that out real quick, and that's 4 total bricks to get to that dried mud. So we're almost there, but give me just a bit longer. We'll let it get dark, and we'll mess around. I'll come back and we'll bring you guys back in there in the dark time. I'll show you kind of how we just kind of run around, beat people up, kind of win at life, you know, and then so all right, I'll quit talking and we'll see you in a bit. Well, the sun is going down and it's nighttime, as we talked about last time. Day and night is 3 times as long as it is in normal Minecraft. So make sure that you got stuff to do when you come inside. So check this out. These guys are done here, and let's grab that back one there. Okay, sweet, look at that. And then we can go ahead and place these on here. So I just got down running around. I was setting and grabbing some more terracotta clay here, which is right here. So I can just place that. Whoa, I got all that stuff underneath there. I would like to change that out there, and some more there. So, and then I got us a pumpkin. So I've heard some things about pumpkins, and we'll get working and trying to do some things with that. Now we're going to go try that out here real quick. Let's see what we got here. Poppies can go there. What do I have for in here? There. I got kind of lucky and got a whole bunch of good stuff on our little run. It wasn't too bad, so it was pretty quick. There, and we got this bog iron. We'll hold on to that. I got spots for that there. Wood is back here on the other side. So yeah, these crates weren't too bad to make. It was iron, but again, it's all stuff that I found as we were coming along, so pretty simple stuff. There, that can go back in there now, so good. All right, these guys are done. Boom, boom. So it does take a little bit of time here on these. Come here, thank you. There and here, and we'll get these guys going too. Okay, so one thing I want to check here is if we build ourselves a jack-o'-lantern, and in here let's put our torches here. So I want to run outside and see, it gets dark. I want to see if I jump in the water, if I can swim in the water and this goes out. It does not. That is cool. check that out. All right, very good. So that is a good trick there that somebody was talking about. Somebody on the server here is like, use a jack-o'-lantern, use a jack-o'-lantern. So that's a good news there. That's a good news story. So here we go. We light these guys back up here. Boom. And then we left the other ones in here. So there, now we got torches. Now we got stuff here. Let's see where we're at tick-wise on those. Yep, it's going to take a bit. But let's check the fish trap here too while we're at it. Just kind of, because we can. I'm not too scared. I'm not at all. Raw salmon, 19 bait. And I got one raw salmon. How about that? So we just got to figure a way to cook it now. But we got food. We got food. This is cool. Food is back here. So I did kill a horse, and I got some horse meat. So we'll have to get some things set up here. So, but at night, let's talk about how kind of I've kind of got a lot of our stuff. So as it gets dark here, we've got a couple things on us, right? We've been talking about that there's zombie awareness, there's other things. So I just kind of run around here. I'll fight zombies and I'll fight skeletons. Zombie villagers, I will not fight. Like this guy. Oh, shoot. That's a witch or something. Was it a witch? No, it was this dude. Let's pop his head here. There we go. That's a poisonous quicksand dude. Forget that guy. He'll die here in a second. Check this out. He's dead already. Check that. All right. Wow. That hurts. That creeper up there, I won't mess with them either. What is that that got us? 1 minute of slowness? You gotta be joking me. Holy smokes. Dang, that hurts. That hurts a lot. It should be done. Thank you. Alright. Really? There we go. Now we just have our slowness. I can live with slowness. But that's kind of what I do. I kind of run around, pop them in the head. There are some pretty bad guys around here, but most of them, like there's a skelly right there. Okay, we can't mess with him yet. We gotta get our heat. We gotta get fast, and we gotta be able to get some health up here. But I'll show you how we mess with him too here. So, oops, and they can't get over this. So, like I hear him coming, right? Let's see if we can pop his head. Ah, I missed him. Done. His head's off. His head's off. Okay, I still got hit. Ah, but he's down. He's down. He's down. So that's kind of what I've been doing. What do we get out of him? Oh, we got some bones and we got arrows. Okay, cool. So that took a little damage. Nothing horrible. We did have some armor, so that, I mean, that helps a bit. But we did lose our pants. So all right, we got our speed back at least. So we'll run outdoors and back and forth and just kind of mess dudes up left and right. And you see they're dropping pretty good drops. So, I mean, the zombie stuff we can eat and other things. Now, one thing I did want to... Ooh, I hear you. Where are you at? There you are. Hey, come on over. Take off your head. We'll take off an arm. And take off another arm. Yeah, there we go. All right, and we got some meat here. So I'm having so much fun with this, by the way. I really am. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed killing mobs this much. So, but we do need to talk about one thing too, is nutrition. So it's got nutrition in here, and you want to try to get all these guys up. So we've been eating fruits and berries, and we get some out of that. We've been eating, you know, other things for protein. And when you start to get those high enough, you're going to get extra buffs on it. So it's going to be a while on these guys because those only have 1% and these have 2. So I mean, I can eat that, and you now see that those went up to 68 and 44. So it goes up, and it does work. And then when it goes up, it's going to get you a we're going to get a couple more hearts. And so the goal is to try to eat a well-balanced meal, and you'll get more stuff out of it, which I think that's kind of cool. It's not like Spice of Life, which is kind of just a dull pain, you know, in the side. So at least there's some options here for that. So, and we get any more? 19 bait still. So, all right. Well, either way. So, that's where we're going to leave it for now. Okay. When we come back next time, join us again. We're going to finish up building the rest of these early game machines from PrimalCore. And then so with that, we'll be able to like start processing food and doing some ore processing and other things. So with that, I appreciate it. It's gonna be a fun time. This is pretty cool. There's a lot of fun stuff on this, and we haven't even started to get into. Maybe sometime here we'll go through the mod list of everything when we have time. But with that, as always, I appreciate you. I do. I really do. And until again, we'll catch y'all again very, very soon.